Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and Part 5 of my Durthu campaign, where last time we made friends with Cathay. Well, a little bit of Cathay anyway. We've made friends with the Burning... Well, I haven't made friends, but we've peaced out with them. They are now slightly less shitty. I mean, they're still pretty shitty, but they're less so. So that's good. We also started picking apart the undead guys over here, just basically to make these guys like us more. That's this. Also, I should probably come over and meet Miao Ying and Zhao Ming so that I can make friends with those. Because eventually they will confederate with the other Cathayan factions. And I probably want to be ready for that to occur and be friends with those guys. Because if we're friends with those guys, then we can probably, like, just, you know, the jungles of Qian will be absolutely fine. We don't have to worry about them anymore. We can transport our guys to other places. You are no longer part of the forest. Ooh, rude. Defensive alliance. Yeah, I probably do want to be a defensive alliance with you, don't I? That probably does want to happen. Recruiting surplus. We'll see who the fool is. We'll see who the fool is. What I want to do is get an agent here so I can make them travel to go and meet old Zhao Ming. In the meantime, I'm just going to go and kick these guys. Just repeatedly. I'm just going to sack. And then just do a little bit of... Well, actually, we took a little bit beaten up, didn't we? Let's just meander in that direction. There we go. We will replenish. Excellent. And also get some more experience, which is going to be quite useful. Vigor loss reduction, probably... Because units that get tired take more damage, they have less defense, less attack, all that kind of bad stuff, so you don't really want that. That's not really going to help. Let's get tempered rigor, more melee attack. Let's do that. And then we are going... I don't really want to trespass, but we could always hop over here, come down and do this. There is this one. I wonder if one of these is Bretonnian, and if so, if we play it right, we might be able to get the 3 battles we need to confederate Daith, just like we did with the greenskins. Also, I need to get Bushy and Kyrillian into Oakie Doke's army. There we go. That is a full stack. We're still making reasonably good money as well, so pretty happy with that. Get some furs. I do like pots. I'm going to build that one. Going to leave that for a minute. Do we have anything to build over the jungles? We don't, but it is upgrading, so we're kind of getting there. Optimus Pine. I am Optimus Pine, he says. We could... Do I want to build... I could build one in Kingsglades. Do I want to build that? Fuck it, I'll do it. Otherwise it would just keep asking me if I want to build one, and I could tick off the notification, but frankly that just seems like more work than spending the 2k to just shut it the fuck up. I'm amazed that Carcassonne is still alive. Oh, as my son would say. Okay, you're building an outpost in me, which is good to know. Okay, let's come down here and deal with this. What is it? A group of rebellious tree spirits has slain some wood elves. They are willing to accept banishment to the wild wood as punishment, but this lenience may encourage further discontent. Alternatively, you can make an example of the tree spirits, but they will no doubt fight back. So, tree spirits spared, less control, less charge bonus for 5 turns. Alternatively, more control. I mean, I don't really need that. But I mean, we'll get the experience, we'll get a bonus. May as well execute the fuckers. May as well. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of tree spirits, isn't it? That's a lot of tree boys. Fuck me. It's more tree boy. Well, I should have expected quite a lot of tree boys, and I guess that is what. Yeah, you're gonna kill. You're gonna. Oof, that's okay. Well, this is fine. Ah, here we are in lovely Athol the... Ren? Okay, cool. Look at all these trees. So we got their attention, and now we have their interest. As we use our archers to draw them towards us, we've had to kind of like create a little cordon for ourselves because they have like dragged themselves out across the entire map, as of course they do. So we've got this little rock to create a break in our defences, where on the right flank we've got our dryads, and on the left we've got our treekin, and on the far left we've got the Loex tricksters. Now these ladies do have spears, which means they are anti-large. They've got 23 bonus versus large. That'll increase their melee attack and weapon strength. So they should be pretty effective at taking down these treekin, despite the fact they have a lot of armour. So pulling back beyond the safety of our treekin. We're now battering the dryads. I don't think the dryads will have much luck breaking through. Do have their Dada? Daddy? Anyway, whatever. So we've got their daddy tree man. We've got Oakie Doke, the friendliest of folk. Cross the dell and ring the bell. He'll understand. And slash you with his finger tentacles. And crush you with his feet. God, sounds kinky already. Are tree men actually the kinkiest race in Warhammer? That should be my thumbnail. So we are concentrating fire to bring down Daddy. A lot of fire there. That is, yeah, that should take him down. He is going down. He's running away. I don't blame him. Just got a face full of arrows. It's harsh. He's down to 280 health, dropping. Oh no, down he goes. Timber. He goes down. So the centre of our line, kind of the dryads on our right flank, the race of frozen hearts, and our treekin over here are the ones like holding back the majority of the enemy army. Over here, we've managed to get a surround on these treekin and picking them off. So these lads be ripped to pieces by our dryads, who of course have a little bit of extra armor piercing as well. I do think the extra armor piercing is probably the best thing you can give them, because they don't have much to start off with. So that armor piercing is just good damage, to be honest. Loex tricksters have come in from the rear to attack these treekin, and again, that should be pretty effective. They do get that extra bonus. We have actually hit them with the Storm of Blaze, which makes their melee attack 74. 74 melee attack, Jeremy. That's insane. Which means that they're going to be hitting a lot. Now, they don't have a huge amount of weapon strength, but they do get that extra bonus lurge, remember. So they do have sort of over 50 weapon strength, of which only 22 is armor piercing. Well, that's actually quite a lot. You know what? I didn't think they were armor piercing. They are armor piercing. I stand corrected. Which means they should be doing a lot of damage, these treekin, and indeed they are shredding them. The dryads now coming in. We counter-charge them to make sure we do get that charge bonus. And yeah, those dryads are getting absolutely shredded. Our missile units are laying down suppressing fire on any unit trying to return to the battle. Just a constant peppering of shot. Once again, Loex tricksters come charging in to deal with more dryads. A few of them going down, but they're taking a lot of them with them. They've got 42 kills. Of course, they were mostly fighting those treekin. Looks like we do have a bit of a mass rout now. It's that constant peppering of wood elf arrows just taking down everyone trying to run away, including some of the Loex tricksters who just get in the way, but you know, there's no helping some people, is there? As they run into the trees, all the trees that we can see. So many trees. Pretty well. Apart from the poor old wraiths of the Frozen Heart to kind of defend it. They took the brunt on our right flank, didn't they? We can heal that up. Looks like they are retreating, which is fine, but it also does mean that Oakie Doke gets a little bit of experience, and he does need that. So maybe if we go for something like that. And we... yeah, Arrow of Kurnos is just good. I feel like the Glade Captain, obviously a bit of a more melee character, but can do a lot of missile damage as well. You, on the other hand, are pure missile damage. Okay, so we've dealt with that little problem. That's boosted. We're up to 166. So we've resolved a little encounter there. We've got pacified heathlands, forest healed. Have we got forests healed? Oh, maybe it's because it's hit the first rank. Does that give +1 one health? Oh, there we go. +1 health for Athelren. Ah, there we go. That's how that works. Alright, what am I going to do with you? I guess we could just attack you again. We just keep hitting you. Taking all your stuff. Healing up. And that is going to, with any luck, make you guys just fucking love us. Like, oh yeah, beating up those vampires. Those guys suck. Charlie's got an eagle. Does she need an eagle? I don't think she does. She's scary enough as it is. Plus, she could float already. Why does she need an eagle? You know what? Someone who can kill 1,500 bloody undeads in one battle. You don't question it. She wants a fucking turkey. She can have a turkey. She can have 8 turkeys for all I care. Flying in bloody formation. Still alive then? Good job. No, I'm not going to help. Sorry. I've got. Maybe after I've done these bits. Maybe then I'll help. I'm not ruling it out. I just think at the moment. Hello. Right, we just finished that one off. These guys are dead. More range. And upkeep reduction for Wood Elf units. Excellent. We've got more whispers in. Oh, finally! Wait, is this a threat? No immediate danger. Okay, so I guess it can only be two threats at any one time. So by not doing these two, I was causing them not to spawn. Fair enough. Now we know, don't we? Now we know. Let's replenish troops. And you can... Fleet Fingers. Okay, let's hop over here, find out what the hell this is. Bretonnian forces have been spotted venturing into the edges of the forest. They are pilgrims seeking to present an ancient relic at a chapel lost within the woods. This relic does indeed have power and could aid the healing of the world roots. You could let them leave their offerings and claim them for yourself as soon as they have left, but forest spirits are enraged at the incursion to demand a response in force. Well... I mean, the thing is, if I kill them, I can confederate death. Well, it'll help anyway. So let's attack them. We get the ambush. Now, we don't want to kill them, because if we kill them, then we can't kill them again. We want to kill them 3 times. 3 times. Oh, sorry, lads. I mean, the kind thing would be just to let you lay your little tributes and let you be on your way. I mean, you don't mean any harm, but unfortunately, Daddy Daith really just does need you dead. So got to get that done. So while our dryads deal with the infantry, the treekin hold back the knights who are trying to break through our lines, but of course we are braced, so that charge did absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, the Loex tricksters swooping down to knock out that field trebuchet. And then actually charging into the rear of these mounted yeoman archers, which they are not going to like. In fact, they're going to try and get away from that. We've netted the units in the middle there. And Loic Strix now coming in from the rear to take out all of those knights. Our Glade Captain is dueling with the enemy general, but coming off a little bit worse. He's just not really his equal. Doesn't quite have the weapon strength, does he? Fortunately, we do have our archers sort of trying to help out a little bit there, get some shots in. And the enemy infantry is being held back. Mind you, the enemy infantry. But the Bretonnian infantry isn't great, is it? Loic Strixers are all over these knights, and while a few of them are getting knocked down, they will be doing catastrophic damage to these knights who they really need their charge bonus, and they did not get their charge bonus, so they're just being cut down. And we move in and crush them between the anvil of our Treekin and the hammer of Loic Strixers with spears. There we go. These guys, they're kind of stuck now. Their option is die. That's the only option. That's all I've got. There are a few knight units coming back, but we spotted them, and hitting them with all of our archers causes them to break almost immediately. Now, we don't want to kill the entire enemy army. No, we need them alive. Well, most of them. Some of them being alive is fine. So, as soon as the army breaks, we pull all of our units back, we stop opening fire, we let them run. Remember, don't kill them. If you kill them, you won't learn nothing. And more importantly, confederate with what's his face. Okay, you running that direction is not exactly what I wanted. You may throw yourself at one of our settlements. Not that that's a huge problem. You're pretty fucked. You are pretty fucked. All things considered. Okay, let's upgrade that one. We do have defense upgrading. I mean, all in all,
Do you take me for a child?
if we take out their archers, not their archers, their knights. That's the one. That's the thing Bretonnia has, right? Knights, yeah. If we take out their knights, it's oh, hello. The problem is, you're going to take this now, aren't you?
Long may we both prosper.
You do want a defensive alliance. I'm going to give you that.
Harmony is attained.
I'm going to give you that one. Oh, we've met them. Ah, perfect. This is what we wanted. This is the big kahuna.
Continue working with me, and Xiangyan will be a haven for you. Acceptable.
Barely. What about little trades? No, not yet. It's okay. Well, we're working on it. We're working on it. There is some pastures here. I don't think we'll get any trade goods from that, so there's not much point worrying about it. We do have I think we want to keep the growth here for a minute, but eventually we want to turn that into the salt thing so we can get more trade. More trade monies. I don't think the pastures are going to give us anything. We could just kill them and occupy something like that. Enigmas of Geysen. Oh, that's quite useful. What does this give us? Income generated and recruit round for cavalry. Okay, that's not really that useful. What I might do is...
So bow, for you are in the presence of celestial blood.
Because you don't have a settle... Oh, what about... Hang on. You.
Let's not allow pleasantries to delay more beneficial discussion.
Can I trade settlements with you? Apparently not. Which is a bit of a bug. I wanted to give you that settlement. Oh well, we'll give it to someone. It looks like Slaanesh are on the ropes a little bit, so I'm wondering if maybe we can join your war against Slaanesh. Oh, you are at war with the warning word. If we do that, we give you a little bit of money. Right, most of our money. Do I want the military access? I don't need it, do I? You know what, let's just do it.
Acceptable.
Let's just do it, because that way, I mean, I know we spend the money, which is a bit of a pain, but we do have those agreements then with Xiaoming, which will keep us nice and safe. So, let us get the extra armor and fire resistance for our lads. How much fire resistance do you have now? You've got fire weakness. Oh, it's not those guys, is it? It's not treemen, it's these guys. Or is it? Oh, there we go. You've got 20% fire. So, you've only got 5% fire weakness. Not bad. We are always Slaanesh, but to be honest, it looks like they're getting their ass kicked. So, that was a nice... That was an easy choice. We'll get to the onslaught. And I would like more spell singers. Diplomatic relations with the High Elves could be useful if we want to go grab Gay and Vale. Because Gay and Vale will... There is an event where Gay and Vale like falls to chaos and we can go and grab it. Rather than having to kill the High Elves there. But then if we can like help the High Elves then repulse the Dark Elves and Nikari, as well as apparently the Vanaheimlings, then that'll keep that forest secure as well. It's all coming together. Let's get more campaign movement range. And you can be... It's all during forest battles, which is fine, but I always forget to check if we're a forest battle or not. Let's go Fleet Fingers. Let's go Fleet Fingers, and we'll get Howl of the Forest for you. Sight Beyond Sight, which is... doesn't really make any sense, but never mind. Okay, if we're careful... We can just beat up these Bretonnian rebels. That's the plan. We just rough them up a little bit until it's all a show, right? These Bretonnians have walked in. We're like, right, Dave, watch this, and we punch them a little bit, let them run away, and then we punch them a little bit more, let them run away, and then we punch them. And Dave's like, you know what, that was pretty good. Fair enough. Fair play. Join? No. I've got. Look, I could always help you kill the crocodile. That is, we could do that. What are you doing? Okay, you are there. If we attack, you're not marching. Okay, if we just rough you up a little bit, we have to be careful here. We have to fight the battle because if we auto-resolve it, they'll just die. If we just rough them up a little bit, leave enough units still alive. Okay, the trick here is once again to wound them, break their army, but don't kill them all. Because we need to fight this battle, then we need to wipe them out afterwards. The knights meeting our dryads in the trees, which is really not a good option for them. That's not a good idea. I should have really taken out the trebuchet as a matter of course, but they still have one. I mean, one isn't really going to do an awful lot of damage, so I'm for the most part fine. The enemy general is fleeing already, making a break for it, and for some reason, their mounted yeoman archers seem to want to engage the tree men in melee combat. Not entirely sure that's really that sensible. Their knights breaking on the flank, or at least retreating anyway. Our arrows continue to rain down, knock out those enemy archers before they can do too much damage. I'm a little bit concerned because the units are taking a lot of damage and they're not breaking. If we kill too many of them, this army will be destroyed. We don't want that. We need them to live. Because I need Daddy Dave's town. And this is the best way of getting it without going to war with some of our allies. But fortunately, it looks like the Bretonnian army has broken finally. Just need to hope enough of them lived so that we can wipe them out afterwards. Okay, with any luck, they're still alive. There's definitely some units still alive. Please stay alive. Please be alive. Please be alive. Come on, stay alive. Don't die. Be a good boy. Ah, perfect. Right. Boop. Look, Dace, I did it. Can I have your town now? Thank you. Lovely. Alright, what do we got here? So, we have the vines, that's fine. We've got the forest lookouts. Do I want that? Not really, go with that. Wait, what does that do? Campaign line of sight. Is that useful? You know what? I'm thinking it might be. Uh-oh. I mean, fortunately, that's not a lot. Also, what is your problem? What is your problem? Oh, you don't like the Golden Order or Orion? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have a bit of fisticuffs anyway. So we have confederated with Daith. Daddy Daith, actually, despite the fact that we now have his army, we're still making money, surprisingly, which is nice to know. I might keep that. Vol's Anvil is closest to sort of like the potential threats, I guess. Would King's Glade be? I guess you kind of want it in all of them to spray. Well, no. All right, we'll have it in one. We'll have it in one. I kind of want to keep that. I kind of want to keep that. I kind of want to keep that. So I guess we'll just have to grow the place. We do have quite a lot of growth, so it's fine.
How can I assist you?
Okay, you're fired. Now, let's give... So, we will take all the Glade Guard off you. And I'm going to give you... that stuff.
Anything is possible.
It is, isn't it? Really, truly anything is possible, including your early retirement. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're all fired. Get the fuck out of my house. Wait, what do you have? Anything good? A hunting hound and a hawk companion. Is that it? Jesus Christ. Alright, you're fired. Okay. Okay, we're 3 down. We've got three little trees. And the Oak of Ages. And oh, we need to go and do his we need to go and do Durthu's quest battle at some point, don't we? At some point we need to go and do that. Skin of the Woods, more ward save for our treekin. It's just makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Let's get Fleet Finger with you. Let's increase your weapon strength. And you get Fleet Finger as well. Okay, so far so good. The ratties are probably running away. Do I want the pasture? Is there anything else I can get here? Is there anything that's actually going to be useful? It's more growth in adjacent provinces. It's a garrison. That's growth all provinces. I guess that one. I guess that one.
The Western provinces beat you a warm.
Well, hi. Hi there. Alright, well, seeing as the ratties are on the run, and we need to kill the ratties to help out. You're okay, if we hop over here. Let's help out Zhao Ming. Because if he's laying siege to that, he will definitely throw himself at that settlement, seeing as we're now nearby. And we have quite a big chunk of change coming in. I could actually send Oakie Doke somewhere else. Oh, we're attacking. We're attacking with Zhao Ming. How exciting! Oh, I like allied battles. They're always just a little bit different, aren't they? A little bit different. Let's help Zhao Ming out. He needs it. Our forces arrive on the battlefield, immediately get jumped by some clan rats. I'm slightly concerned they may have warp bomb. So we're going to break them and then we're going to ignore them. Because should they explode, that'll take a lot of our wood elves with it, so we're just going to ignore him. Just hope it doesn't happen. Meanwhile, Zhao Ming is already getting stuck in, his forces having breached the enemy defences. Now moving through into the city. They're attacking on several sides. Zhao Ming himself is over here. Just floating around. There he goes. Just like... What a guy. Very... Very fancy. They've actually got some siege towers. Have I seen Cathay siege towers before? I genuinely don't know. They look cool. I mean, they look basically what you would expect, right? It's they seem to be leaving their units on the walls though for some reason. Don't know why. So while they're doing that, Charlie is pecking her way through she's basically pecked her way through the gate already. Even before the Dryads finally turn up. She's done the vast majority of the work by herself. She doesn't even need to. She can fly over the gate. So yeah, by the time the Dryads have turned up, basically Charlie's already done their job of smashing down the gate. And our forces are now moving up to assist Zhao Ming on his assault. We are now inside the city. I mean, I like the Skaven city layout. I think the reason people get sick of the settlement battles is because they're all the fucking same. Like, you fight a Skaven settlement battle and it's going to be this map, right? I don't think there's a second one. Which is kind of a problem. Like, at least if there was like 3 variations, it wouldn't be as bad. But having to fight the same map every single fucking time, no wonder people get bored of it. Of course, we've got the Skaven Eye Glow mods, which is probably one of the most important mods you can download. So our Dryads start murdering their way through clan rats. Meanwhile, Zhao Ming is continuing to push further into the city, but pretty lackadaisical. It's like there's very haphazard. Very, very haphazard. So Charlie's spotted a potential option over here, as there's a bunch of Skaven all bunched together. I mean, it's not as bunched together as I'd like, but that's fine. Oh, it does 33 to 67 damage per second, but I guess it does it to everyone. So, like, every single one of these clan rats is taking 33 to 67 damage a second, and I don't think they have that much health. Get careful with those rockets, mate. Go on. Let's be careful. What the is that smoke or something? It's just holes here, but it looks very blue. It's a bit weird. Not entirely sure how I feel about that. Anyway. We've spotted that there seems to be a little bit of trouble at the mill, or at least on the bridge, as Zhao Ming's forces are trying to force their way across, but they're kind of struggling a little bit, so we're going to go and help them out. Charlie moves over, hits them with an Awakening of the Wood, which does a significant amount of damage. But there's more and more Skaven, like, piling across the bridge, so I'm like, well, you know what, Dwellers from below. Also, be careful, this guy, you're probably going to take some damage as well. It's definitely not as bad. Are you not taking... Is it only enemies that take damage? Are these guys taking damage? They don't seem to be. Does Dwellers from below only deal damage to enemies? Because if so, that's insane. Is that true? Awakening of the Woods. Causes severe damage to combatants. Doesn't say it only affects enemies. How strange. Oh well, we're continuing to try and batter our way down to... I mean, you'd think with 4 tree men here, this barricade would be nothing, but maybe it's sympathetic. I mean, imagine if you came to a barricade made of human bodies. You'd probably be a bit like, oh, Jesus Christ, no, I don't want to touch this. Oh, thanks for the rockets, dicks. You know, for a tree man, this is basically a big barrier made out of his friends and relatives. I too would feel hesitant about dealing with that. So I guess I can understand that. That's fine. Even with the barricades, our archers are making very short work of the remnants of the Skaven garrison. As the barricade is about to go down, finally, Zhao Ming is pushing forward into the... I think we've probably done more damage to the enemy than Zhao Ming has. Like, he's got 110 kills. It's not bad. He is dealing with the enemy general. But I would suggest that army losses are probably about to kick in. They did have 5,000 Skaven. They've now only got 1,600. That's not looking great. Where the hell are 1,600 Skaven? I guess it's just all over the place. It's not really going to help them. We're finally through the barricade and moving up to grab the objective. There's some clan rats in our way. I'll be honest, that's not really going to slow us down. Yeah, they're already pretty terrified. Don't blame them. And there we go. Army losses finally taking effect, and we have successfully captured the city. There you go. Helped you out. Well, the fuck is that? Is that Lubu? Xianfang? I have no idea what that is. Goods. Good-o. Oh, so we found some Skaven. We do. Have we got a? Do we not have an outpost in your settlement?
My privilege.
That's weird. Can we not build one? Outpost. Oh, there we go. So, I mean, the problem is you'll probably get confederated, so it's kind of a waste of cash. I don't need it at the moment either. So let's not worry about that right now. But I'm fairly sure there's probably ratties in Chaimi? Or not. So I guess I'll just grab that one then. Let's just double check before I build that. Do we have... No, you're one turn away. Okay, we can build that. Awakening of the Woods. Yes. Is that just enemy armies? Yeah, it's not just all armies. Just marching around, causing damage to my friends. Let's give you magical reserves. Not that we need it. More ammunition. Yeah, I mean, you're unlikely to run out of shots, but we'll do it anyway. I could give you... let's give you more melee attack. Do you actually have any items? You do not really. We're not got dragon helms. I don't really... I'm going to merge that. Yeah. Dreaming cloak. Well, that's nice. We're definitely going to equip that. Summons unit Glade Guard as well, which is nice. That, of course, is one of the Sister of Twilight's magic items that I can get from Date. But I've got a mod that basically lets me fuse items and get all kinds of fun things, and I think that is fun. So that's what we do. Okay, well, the imminent threats of Clan Squire is gone, but I'm wondering if maybe we should deal with Grom. If we remove him as a threat, mind you, Kemler's a bit of a threat, isn't he? Tell you what, let's, I think Oakie Doke is the friendliest to folk, but also he really likes kicking the shit out of greenskins. So that's exactly what he's going to do. What's the special item here? What thing do we get? We just get wood. Seriously? Is that it? Just wood? It's a fucking forest! Of course there's wood! Never mind. Right, well, I think we need to chase... Oh, you know what? We could always deal with Lockheer, couldn't we? I bet Miao Ying is probably
The Iron Dragon's assistance.
not super happy with
granted
them.
for good
Also,
reason.
that's a tier. So we could fight these guys, or we could just ignore them. They are a threat, and if we deal with that threat, then it makes us safer down here. Nakai is kind of a threat. Is Nakai still alive? Has he died? He is still alive. I don't know where he is, but he's strength rank 32, so he's a big scary boy. He's at war with the Blessed Dread, so I'd assume he's somewhere around here. Would be my guess. But or is that hit? No. Well, I don't know where he is, but he is still potentially a problem if he goes to war with Cathay. So hopefully we've just got to, fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Meanwhile, the Jungles Chan are up to 30, which is great. Once they hit 40, that'll be in the next rank. We can also upgrade the branches of Gur. It's going to give us more forest health, which is really nice. And we can get the special building, which is going to make our treekin cost less. And at that point, we can probably send Durthu elsewhere. Well, we've got this one ticking along. We can send... maybe we go to the Haunted Forest. It's spoopy, but it will give us more Winds of Magic power reserve capacity and whatever special building is there. Plus, it'll be quite close to Cathay at the same time. And, we could maybe... I mean, it's also quite close to the Ogres. That could be a problem. Especially if Cathay don't like the Ogres. And do the Cathay like the Ogres?
Continue working with me, and Shangyan will be a haven for you.
Iffy. It's iffy. They don't like your... What? Do you not like me, Greasus? Greasus! You don't even know me, Greasus.
Hold, master.
What's going on? You don't like my past treaties with those guys. Well,
I'll
look.
take everything you own. Nothing you can do about it.
I mean, I could crush you with my feet, so that's potentially an option. But that will have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.